Hello and welcome back to Nerd Doc. In this video, we're going to discuss Eros, which means there will be major spoilers for Eternals. If you've not seen the movie, this is your spoiler warning. Eros, also known as Starfox, appears alongside Pip the Troll in the mid-credit scene of Eternals and offers to help Thena, Druig, and Makari on their quest to find other Eternals across the galaxy. For more detailed information on the credit scenes in Eternals or Pip the Troll, we've got videos on both linked in the description below. In the MCU, Starfox is played by Harry Styles. You may have heard of him. He's also the brother of Thanos. Luckily, for all the Harry Styles fans out there, Starfox looks like a normal human. He's not purple, and he doesn't have a butt chin.
I call that mercy.
Despite being Thanos' brother, Starfox is also an Eternal. In the MCU, Eternals were created by the Celestials as synthetic beings, kind of similar to Vision. We don't yet know if Starfox is also a synthetic being like the other Eternals, but that's the assumption right now. He has most of the powers of the other Eternals in the comics, but the Eternals' power set in the MCU has been changed a bit. It's probably safe to say that at the very least, Starfox will have super strength and durability, kind of similar to someone like Captain America, but could also end up with several more powers such as flight or super speed. He's also a huge ladies' man in the comics, much more so than we've seen out of Tony Stark or Star-Lord in the MCU.
What?
Starfox deals heavily with his brother Thanos in the comics. You may not have heard, but Thanos is currently dead in the MCU. That makes it difficult to determine exactly what Marvel's plans are for Starfox, because if they follow any of his comic arcs, even loosely, most of them don't work unless Thanos is coming back.
I am inevitable.
Thanos does get resurrected in the comics, but it seems unlikely that will happen so soon in the MCU. We can't rule it out though. Right now, Starfox is with Pip the Troll, Thena, Makari, and Druig on the Eternal ship somewhere in space. He also has an orb that the Eternals can use to form the Unimind, making them considerably more powerful. With James Gunn and some, or potentially all, of the Guardians of the Galaxy leaving the MCU after Volume 3, it's possible that this makeshift team will take over as a new oddball galactic group of the MCU. In the comic, Starfox is tied not only to Thanos, but also Nebula, Gamora, Ultron, the Avengers, Monica Rambeau, She-Hulk, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Nova, and more. At one point he forms the Dark Guardians in an attempt to stop Thanos from being resurrected, which seems like a potential MCU storyline, but with only this mid-credit scene, it's difficult to tell where Starfox fits into the MCU. If Marvel does bring the Dark Guardians into the MCU, it will take some work. It's been long rumored that the Netflix Marvel characters will be coming to the MCU, with Matt Murdock expected to show up as early as Spider-Man No Way Home, and Kingpin rumored to be making a brief cameo in the Hawkeye series. If Frank Castle, the Punisher, is one of the Netflix characters making the jump to the main timeline of the MCU, it could eventually lead into him becoming the Cosmic Ghost Rider, who is a member of Starfox's Dark Guardians along with Nebula, Gladiator, and Wraith. While Cosmic Ghost Rider would be amazing to see in the MCU, in the comics his arc involves an alternate timeline in which Thanos wins and includes Galactus, Mephisto, and other characters that have yet to make their way into the MCU. It's a tall order to create even a loose variation of the Dark Guardians in the MCU, but it's not out of the question. If there's a sequel to Eternals, there's a good chance Starfox will show up there. However, in the meantime, we could easily see him show up in the Marvels, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, or even the upcoming Fantastic Four film, given that the ending of Eternals has a chance to eventually lead into Galactus. Unfortunately, that's all we really know about Starfox in the MCU right now, so that about wraps up this video. But stay tuned to Nerd Doc for more information on when and where Starfox could appear next. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends.